For centuries, the existence of a vast southern landmass was a matter of speculation and myth. The idea of a great southern continent, often referred to as Terra Australis Incognita, captured the imaginations of many. This mysterious land was thought to be a counterbalance to the known continents in the northern hemisphere, a concept rooted in ancient geographical theories. Ancient Greek philosophers theorized about the need for a southern continent to balance the land masses in the north. They believed that the Earth must be symmetrical, and thus a large landmass in the south was necessary to maintain this balance. These early thinkers, including figures like Pythagoras and Aristotle, laid the groundwork for the idea of Terra Australis Incognita. This hypothetical landmass, dubbed Terra Australis Incognita, meaning unknown southern land, appeared on maps for centuries. Cartographers of the time, influenced by these ancient theories, often included this vast uncharted territory in their maps, despite having no concrete evidence of its existence. These maps were a blend of known geography and imaginative speculation. These early maps, often based on conjecture rather than evidence, depicted a continent far larger and warmer than Antarctica's reality. The imagined Terra Australis was thought to be a fertile and hospitable land, rich with resources and ripe for exploration. This vision of a southern paradise persisted in the minds of explorers and scholars for many generations. Despite the lack of concrete proof, the idea of a southern continent fueled the imagination of explorers and scholars alike. They pored over ancient maps and texts, searching for clues and evidence that might confirm the existence of this elusive land. The promise of discovery and the potential for new territories drove many to embark on perilous voyages into the unknown. It was a blank spot on the map, a tantalizing mystery waiting to be unraveled. The unknown southern land represented the ultimate challenge for explorers, a final frontier that promised glory and fame to those who could uncover its secrets. This enduring myth of Terra Australis Incognita continued to inspire and intrigue, even as the true nature of the southernmost continent remained hidden beneath its icy veil. The journey to uncover the truth about the southern continent was fraught with peril. Early explorers faced treacherous seas, unpredictable weather, and the constant threat of icebergs. One of the first to venture into these dangerous waters was the British explorer, Captain James Cook. Cook's voyages in the late 18th century were groundbreaking. While he didn't sight the Antarctic mainland, he circumnavigated the continent, proving its existence. Cook's expeditions brought back detailed accounts of the region's wildlife, including penguins and seals, sparking further interest in this remote corner of the world. The dawn of the 20th century marked a new era of exploration. Adventurers from around the world were driven by a desire to conquer the unknown, to push the boundaries of human endurance, and to etch their names into the annals of history. Among the most coveted of these uncharted territories was the South Pole, a place of extreme cold, relentless winds, and treacherous ice. The race to the South Pole was not just a test of physical endurance, but also of strategic planning, resourcefulness, and sheer willpower. It was a duel on the ice, where only the most prepared and determined would prevail. Two expeditions, one led by Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen and the other by British naval officer Robert Falcon Scott, set their sights on claiming this ultimate geographical prize. Amundsen, a seasoned polar explorer, had honed his skills in the Arctic and was well versed in the use of dog sleds. Scott, on the other hand, was a naval officer with a scientific approach, determined to gather valuable data along the way. Amundsen, relying on his experience in Arctic conditions and dog sledding expertise, reached the South Pole on December 14, 1911. His meticulous planning, efficient use of resources, and the unwavering support of his team were key factors in his success. The Norwegian flag was planted firmly in the icy ground, marking a historic achievement. Scott's team, facing unforeseen delays and harsh weather, arrived a month later only to find they had been beaten. The disappointment was palpable, but the true tragedy was yet to unfold. Exhausted and demoralized, Scott and his men began their arduous journey back, battling the elements every step of the way. Tragically, Scott and his men perished on their return journey, their story becoming a poignant reminder of the unforgiving nature of the Antarctic wilderness. Their diaries, found months later, revealed the harrowing details of their final days, a testament to their bravery and determination. The legacy of these explorers endures, inspiring future generations to continue the quest for discovery, no matter the odds. Following the heroic age of exploration, the focus in Antarctica shifted from conquest to scientific discovery, opening new frontiers for human knowledge. Countries began establishing permanent research stations, marking the beginning of unprecedented international collaboration in Antarctica. These research stations, often located in strategically important or scientifically interesting areas, served as vital hubs for collecting invaluable data and conducting groundbreaking research. Scientists from around the world converged on these remote outposts, braving the harsh conditions to study everything from weather patterns and geology to marine life and climate change, contributing to our understanding of the planet. Section 5. Secrets from the Ice, Unveiling Antarctica's Mysteries. Antarctica, once considered a barren and lifeless continent, has proven to be a treasure trove of scientific discoveries. The harsh and icy environment, which was once thought to be inhospitable, is now revealing secrets that could change our understanding of the planet. Researchers from around the world brave the extreme cold and isolation to uncover these hidden mysteries. Their work is not just about enduring the elements, it's about pushing the boundaries of human knowledge and scientific exploration. Ice cores drilled from the depths of the ice sheet have provided invaluable data about Earth's climate history, revealing past fluctuations in temperature and greenhouse gas concentrations. These ice cores act like time capsules, preserving tiny bubbles of ancient air that give us a direct window into the past. By analyzing these samples, scientists can reconstruct climate conditions from hundreds of thousands of years ago, offering critical insights into how our climate has changed over millennia and how it might change in the future. The discovery of subglacial lakes hidden beneath the vast ice sheet has opened up new frontiers in our understanding of life in extreme environments. These lakes, which have been isolated from the surface for millions of years, are like alien worlds right here on Earth. They are completely cut off from sunlight and the atmosphere, creating unique conditions that could support life forms unlike any we have seen before. The study of these lakes not only helps us understand the limits of life on Earth, but also has implications for the search for life on other planets. These lakes, isolated from the outside world for millennia, could potentially harbor unique life forms and provide insights into the early evolution of life on Earth. The microorganisms found in these extreme environments are of particular interest because they have adapted to survive in conditions that would be lethal to most other forms of life. Studying these organisms can help scientists understand how life can thrive in extreme conditions, offering clues about the resilience and adaptability of life. This research not only enriches our knowledge of biology, but also fuels our imagination about the possibilities of life beyond our planet. Section 6. Life on the Edge, a Land of Extremes and Adaptation. Despite its extreme conditions, Antarctica teems with life, showcasing remarkable adaptations to survive in this harsh environment. Penguins, seals, whales, and a variety of seabirds thrive in the surrounding Southern Ocean, their life cycles intricately linked to the seasonal ebb and flow of sea ice. On land, life finds a foothold in the few ice-free areas, with lichens, mosses, and even some small insects eking out an existence. These organisms have developed unique strategies to cope with the extreme cold, dryness, and constant sunlight during the summer months. Section 7. The Ozone Hole, a wake-up call for the world. In the 1980s, scientists made a startling discovery, a hole in the ozone layer above Antarctica. This thinning of the ozone layer, caused by human-made chemicals, raised global alarm about the impact of human activities on the environment. The discovery of the ozone hole served as a stark warning about the interconnectedness of our planet and the far-reaching consequences of pollution. It spurred international cooperation and led to the Montreal Protocol, an international treaty aimed at phasing out ozone-depleting substances, demonstrating the power of collective action in addressing global environmental problems. Section 8, Antarctica, a continent for peace and cooperation. In 1959, 12 nations signed the Antarctic Treaty, a landmark agreement that set aside Antarctica as a continent dedicated to peace and scientific research. The treaty prohibits military activity, encourages international cooperation, and promotes freedom of scientific investigation. The Antarctic Treaty System, which has grown to include over 50 signatory nations, stands as a testament to the power of diplomacy and collaboration in managing a shared global commons. It has fostered a spirit of cooperation and understanding among nations, setting a precedent for international collaboration in other regions of the world. Section 9, Tourism and its impact, a delicate balance. In recent decades, Antarctica has witnessed a surge in tourism, with thousands of visitors flocking to experience its breathtaking landscapes and unique wildlife. While tourism offers economic opportunities and raises awareness about the continent's importance, it also presents challenges. The delicate balance of the Antarctic ecosystem is vulnerable to human impact. Strict regulations and guidelines are in place to minimize the environmental footprint of tourism, including limits on visitor numbers, designated landing sites, and waste management protocols. Section 10. Guardians of the South, protecting the last wilderness. Antarctica, the last great wilderness on Earth, faces an uncertain future. Climate change, pollution, and increasing human activity threaten its pristine environment and the unique life it supports. As stewards of this fragile continent, it is our collective responsibility to protect it. By supporting scientific research, promoting international cooperation, and advocating for responsible tourism, we can ensure that Antarctica remains a beacon of peace, scientific discovery, and environmental preservation for generations to come.